Well, this Wednesday, where your balance begins. Well, this Wednesday, it's your space to revive again.
Hello.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome back to Wellness Wednesday.
Yes.
I'm your host, Iris.
And I'm Cristy. And today's topic is one a lot of us need, but don't always want to admit we need. We're calling this episode, Iris, Digital Detox.
Oh, my.
How screens affect your mental state. We ain't gonna have no amens on this one.
Well, we know this one hit home, y'all. Because we live in a digital world with phones, tablets, laptops, smart TVs, what we all connect to.
That's it.
But what's the cost of all this screen time on our mental health?
Now, that's a question I don't think any of us ever really took note of. Today, we're going to talk about the effects of too much screen time, the warning signs your brain may be overloaded, and how to take control with simple digital detox habits.
Okay.
So let's start with the stats.
All right.
The average adult spends over 7 hours a day looking at screens. Now, that's a shame.
Oh, that's almost a whole job.
Yeah, we out here with two full-time jobs. Between phones, computers, and TVs, we're spending 7 hours a day. And I know I'm one of them.
I'm going to say, we almost be honest here.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's the first thing we wake up to, and the last thing we go to bed with.
Well.
And our brains are rarely getting a break from all this being on the electronics all day long.
I'm the first partaker. I will be honest because I want our listeners and our audience to be honest with themselves. Mm-hmm. I have gone to sleep with the phone in my hand and woke up with it still in my hand from scrolling.
Hello.
I've even fallen asleep scrolling and the phone hit me in the face, and I know I got some amens on that one.
Yeah, I done busted my lip a couple of times.
Yeah. So I know we all have a problem, but I'm not sure how we got here. Because if you think about us growing up, we ain't had none of that. Mm-mm. We was out in the streets, the community. And then when we was in the house, we had our, what was that? Your Ataris, you had your board games. Yeah. We were board games, and your books, we were reading more.
Right.
And now we don't do. I can't read. If an email is 2 sentences too long, I'm not gonna read it. That's sad.
Yeah.
Because now we're such a society of quickness. We want stuff right at our fingertips. Mm-hmm. If it takes too long, we ain't dealing with it.
That's something there.
Ain't it? And sometimes we need a break.
Yeah.
It's the type of content, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now that we can really dive into that. The content we're looking at, doom scrolling, constant comparison on social media, or information overload from emails and news updates.
Yeah.
We know a lot of people who are doom scroll news. I can't look at the news because it just brings me down. All that negative stuff. And then you have to look at all of the natural disasters that's been happening. Mm-hmm. The last thing, the floods. I got so sad. I had to put my phone down. Just to know, because we have not always been that connected to people. Now it's right there in your face. Mm-hmm. And we're not paying attention or monitoring what we're putting in our minds and how our emotions affect what we visually see. Mm-hmm. It gets deeper than that.
Our nervous system wasn't built for this 24/7 stream of alerts and stimulation.
It wasn't.
It keeps us in a low-level state of stress, what some experts call digital anxiety.
Oh. You said it keeps us at a low rate of stress. Mm-hmm. which causes digital anxiety.
But some experts call it as digital anxiety.
Now I can attest to that. I can see that. Yeah. If I'm looking at something too much, I'm taking in too much of one particular content. I can see how that could affect me.
Mm-hmm.
Look at your kids, right?
Too
These
much
games.
Games, yeah.
What's that one? Grand Theft Auto. And then you wonder why they out here behaving and out here doing the things they do, because what they see, they can't distinguish reality and fiction.
Yeah, they got this stuff looking so real.
Yeah. Now we got AI, so you really don't know. You really don't know what's real. Let's break this thing down. Excessive screen time, especially on social media, has been linked to higher levels of anxiety and depression. Mm-hmm. Poor sleep quality, mm-hmm. which I can attest to. Shorter attention spans, yes. I just said that. And increased feeling of loneliness.
Wow.
I look at social media now, and you have, when I'm scrolling and I go to comments, you can tell it's a lot of people out there who don't have interactions with humans on a daily, consistent basis. If your only interaction is through a screen or a keyboard, that is not healthy. Mm-mm. Because guess what? You're missing the tangible things that you need, the social cues, yes. the norms that will happen right here, face to face. That's not healthy.
And one thing I've noticed personally, after too much scrolling, mm-hmm. I feel mentally cluttered. I can't focus. Everything is all over the place.
I can agree to that. So yesterday, we were trying to work on something new and a new platform. I think I worked on that thing for 5 to 6 hours. I was exhausted when I got done. Now, mind you guys, I was just sitting here at the computer. But I was so tuned in and what I had going on. I was exhausted by the time we were done. I couldn't even function. Watching TV was even a task. Mm-hmm. So you see how that affects you? And let's not forget you scrolling carpet. The doctor said I got carpal tunnel. Shame of this grade. I got carpal tunnel in both my wrists.
Doing it.
Scrolling. And then I'm a therapist, so I'm typing. I'm doing stuff all day long, 24 hours here. And it's affecting me because the pains that I get. Yesterday, being on the computer for 5 hours, I have a knot over here. Because you have to watch when you're doing stuff like that, you have to watch how you're holding. We don't even take note of how we're placing our wrist and then our back sitting. Are we sitting straight? It's a lot of things that affect it's a lot of things that can affect you when we're talking about digital. That's because our brains are constantly switching tasks. Mm-hmm. Scroll, click, swipe, like, comment, subscribe.
Continue to do.
Please. That mentally switching wears you down. It's digital fatigue and it's real. Yeah. Do y'all realize that some of y'all have digital fatigue?
Red flags. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about the signs that it might be time for a digital detox.
Okay. I pointed out several signs that I've seen myself. If you're noticing any of these, it might be time to step back. And I'm talking to myself now. Mm-hmm. And I want y'all to listen and talk to yourself as I'm reading these things. Feeling drained after using your phone. I am.
Okay.
I am. Mm-hmm. It ain't even got to be social media. I'm drained from text messages, emails, because it doesn't stop. Clients texting after hours. Then I'm trying to relieve myself from my actual career job. And then I think it's smart to get on Instagram and TikTok and scroll. And I don't have any control over the stuff that pops up. And something might pop up that I don't understand because it's a lot of creators out there, influencers. I don't even understand who they influencing. Getting triggered.
Yeah.
They got mad over a stranger I don't know. Annoying me. Difficulty focusing on tasks. Like I said, I used to be an avid reader. I was going to attest that. Growing up, I always had a book.
Always.
I would rather read and go outside and play. I would rather read and watch TV. I loved reading. That Cristy is gone. Like I said, I can't read an email if it's more than 2 sentences. I find myself even rereading things over and over again because if I'm trying to read something, guess what? I have such a short attention span, my mind go to something else. So now I got to go back and read. Social media. Because everything is quick. Swiping. I can't even sit still long enough to read something that could be instrumental to me. Poor sleep, even when you go to bed early.
Yes.
I don't know how you sleep. I don't understand your sleeping at all.
You referring to me?
Yes, I'm referring to you.
Oh. What do you mean?
You don't lay down. I don't get it.
Yeah, I have poor sleep habits.
You do.
Mm-hmm.
And that affects your mental health.
Mm-hmm.
It affects your physical health. Guys,
Yeah.
if you're not getting quality sleep, I'm trying to monitor my heart rate, blood pressure. And so I'm sleeping with my watch now. I'm supposed to do it for 7 days because it's sending the results to the app. It told me I slept for 7 hours, but I was awake for 5. I was in REM sleep, which means deep sleep, where your body actually resets and recharges for 40 minutes. And the other time I was in between. And then for 5 hours, I was surface sleeping. So I could easily open my eyes and wake up for 5 hours. I'm not getting adequate sleep. Guess what? I got to change some things. I got to turn these TVs off. I have to leave my phone on my desk away from my bed and go to sleep. You have to retrain yourself. Mm-hmm. I think I talked about earlier in the episode when we first started how the doctor asked me what was my bedtime routine. Mm-hmm. And I told her I was doing everything in my bed from the time I came home from work. I would put on my pajamas. So we're talking about 6:30. I'm in bed. I'm having dinner in bed. I'm watching TV in bed. I'm scrolling in bed. And then 1 o'clock in the morning, I say I'm going to go to sleep. I've done everything in my bed. And my body, I think my body going to go to sleep. She said, Cristy, your bed is for sleep only. Your bedroom is for sleep only. So everything else needs to be done outside of that room. Y'all, when I switched that thing up, I started going to sleep. So I would stay in my living room or in a chair at the table. And then when I was ready to go to sleep, I went to my bedroom and got in the bed and went to sleep. And I slept. Ta-da. Isn't that something? Comparing yourself constantly on social media. Now, that ain't something I don't have that. But for those of you who do, a lot of times I need you guys to know what you're seeing on social media is not real. Young ladies, these influencers that you're seeing on social media, they have had work done. A lot of times it's not what they're putting out there is what they want you to see. It's not their reality.
Right. That's it.
You don't know what people go through behind closed doors. Mm-hmm. We show people what we want them to see. we call it your representative. In public, whoever your representative that you sending out there, because in private you're somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Young men, these rappers, the lifestyle. I can't hardly take fanning this money out, taking pictures. I don't know what that means.
And people acting hard when they ain't had no rough background.
You grew up in the suburbs. Went to a good school. All you doing is rapping what you've heard. You have not lived it whatsoever. You have to be careful about what the presentation is, what people are putting out there. What is the message we're sending? I don't want to mimic that.
Right. That's it.
Feeling anxious when you don't have your phone nearby. That, yes, because how many people have gotten in their car? You did it this morning.
I did.
No, you did it after church. You said, no, it was this morning. You said, did my phone? We ain't even get out the driveway good. You said,
did my phone fall out?
Out my pocket? I mean, you stopped that quick. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I ain't paying for no another one. I need to find these phones is high.
But how many of us have gotten to work and left our phone and we couldn't function all day? Because you can't get to what you need too quick.
I had to go back and get it. I ain't going to be at work all day without my phone. Could be an emergency. And I don't know no numbers by heart.
Let's not share that message with the people, because some jobs won't let you leave. You can stay home.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
But just take note, if you do get anxious because you've misplaced your phone, I don't know where it's a stop moment for me if I can't find my phone. Everybody around me needs to stop.
Yeah, but we have different jobs. You have to have your phone.
We ain't talking about that. We talk about it in
we
general.
just in general. Yeah.
Okay, I'm done.
You done?
Mm-hmm.
The phantom vibration. Things are real. Like when you think your phone buzzed, but it didn't. Or brains are wired into your devices. They start playing tricks on this.
No.
That's
real
That's
bad.
bad.
That's real.
Look at that again. When you think your phone has buzzed, but it didn't, or your brain are so wired into our devices that they start playing tricks on us.
No, I ain't got that.
I will experience that.
If you are experiencing that, I'm gonna need you to
go to your local
your physician immediately.
Yeah,
because you might be more anxious than you realize if you are hearing rings that's not there and your phone playing tricks on you. Yeah, that we call that auditory hallucination. So just do a check-in if that has happened to you. Okay.
Yes.
Your mind is saying, please give me a break. So let's talk about how to do that in a healthy way.
Yes.
Okay. Taking even a short break from screens can have huge mental health benefits. Studies show that even a single day off of social media can reduce cortisol, the stress hormone. Now, Iris, the church, when was that? We had that fast. Each week you were fasting off of something, and one of them was social media.
Yeah.
And that's when I discovered I have a slight problem. We did it.
Yeah.
We did it. But it was very challenging, people. It was. And I can say I even caught myself a couple of times picking my phone up and get ready to hit one of the social apps. And I said, no. Put it down. But how quick, I took note of how quick I and how much I didn't know what to do with myself, pretty much.
Yeah, I noticed that too. I noticed that was the first thing I done when I got up in the morning.
And bedtime was another one.
And when I go to bed, I was like, oh, no.
Those were the main struggles, morning and bed.
Night,
yeah. But they replaced it with reading a whole chapter in
those
the Bible.
chapters, yeah, the scriptures. It's good though. It helps improve focus and restore your creativity. It makes room for real connections like face-to-face conversation, reading a book, taking a walk, and those type of situations.
Yeah, yes. And let's be real. We don't always want to disconnect.
No.
These apps are designed to be addictive.
I believe that.
But that's why we need boundaries.
Yes, we are talking about
we're
that.
talking about boundaries. You know what I'm discovering the more you have conversations with people?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't know how to set boundaries.
Right.
They're not consistent with it. I have no problem saying no and sticking to my no, but it's some people who be like, no, and then, oh, okay. Set boundaries.
Yes.
Learn how to put that phone down. Let's just start small. If it's not but 10, 20 minutes, work on that.
Boundaries equals freedom. When we put limits on our tech, we free up space for our souls to breathe. I like that.
I like that. Free up space for our souls to breathe.
Mm-hmm.
Let's give y'all some simple, non-intimidating ways to start a digital detox.
All right. Tip number 1. Start with a screen-free hour. Try your first hour after you wake up or your last hour before bed.
Okay.
That's good.
Iris has challenged us. Turn off non-essential notifications. Now, I do that. You don't need to be alerted every time someone posts a meme. No, you're not about to wear a meme.
Number 3, try a no scrolling Sunday or pick one day a week where you stay off social media completely.
Let's try it, guys. Let's hold each other accountable. 4, replace screen time with something life-giving, a walk, journaling, a good conversation, or music.
And number 5, use your phone screen time tracker to become more aware of your habits. Awareness is the first step to change.
That's it. If you're feeling overwhelmed by your screen time, it's okay. You're not alone. You're not weak. You are human.
We live in a world designed to keep us plugged in, so it takes strength and attention to unplug. But your mental peace is worth it.
Yes. You deserve to hear your own thoughts again, to feel calm again, to reconnect with your real life and not just your digital life.
All right, guys, this week challenge.
That might mean no phone in bed, turning off notifications, or trying a 24-hour social media break. Write down how it feels, what you noticed, what you missed, and what you didn't miss. Tag us using hashtag DigitalDetoxWW if you share your journey online. And if not, it's okay too. This one's personal. We love you all. Thank you for sharing, choosing to grow with us. Your mind deserves peace, and sometimes peace starts with a pause. Until
Thanks,
next
guys.
time. Bye.